So we're just about to start SoMe Summit and we're here with Dr. Alec. So what are you most excited about this morning?
Well, just looking at the students in the audience, this is fantastic. I can see them with devices and they're all ready to go. Some of them are looking at me. This is, they're expecting me to say something really profound, and I'm hoping that it does work out okay. Really, I'm just excited to hear what their opinions are on technology. It'll be interesting to see what perspectives students bring to this.
Yeah, I think education's definitely going to be changing down the road in terms of how kids learn. I think it'll be less classroom based. I think there'll be kids have more freedom to learn in different areas, different ways than they've ever learned before. I think the traditional classroom is definitely going to change.
It was great. I mean, the students, elementary students that attended today were just amazing. I was a little bit, not surprised, but I was amazed really by the number of students who acknowledged that they had Twitter accounts and Facebook accounts right from the beginning. And I think a lot of teachers were actually blown away by that. Students actually took in a lot of stuff. I mean, they were really positive thinking. They were amazingly good, very engaged and motivated.
Day 2 was amazing. Right from the start, you could feel the energy in the room. The kids walked in and they were like, wow, look at the big screen. And they were excited. You could feel the excitement in the air. They could hardly wait to get the day started. And then when the day started, they were just like this. They were just listening to every word that Alec had to say. They were talking, they were on the same wavelength completely. These are the kids, this is the age group that we really need to get in there and work with.
I'm Cole Hubsher. I was invited to the conference. She described it as being a social media conference and stuff, and I'm not a heavy user myself, but it is interesting to figure out how it's all working and how it's being used and all that stuff.
And what about you as a teacher?
I'm just really interested in learning about how we can use social media positively in the classroom, and I really like the idea that students were kind of directing and leading the conference.
I was far more nervous for the high school session. They're people that are your age. They know a bit more, so you're not as much teaching them, but you're discussing with them. They have more vocal opinions and more defined opinions, so it was just a bit more unpredictable. But I was really happy with the way it turned out. Tons of participation. I learned myself some things that I will use in my digital life, as well as new direction, I think, for the group and for the social media team.
I think the future of technology is finding ways to use it to be more creative and bring that creativity out of students. I no longer feel school is about learning a bunch of different facts. I want to use everything that's out there to get you guys to think in wonderful ways and solve some of those problems that we have in the world.
I'm definitely learning more about how employers and colleges are looking more into it than I thought they would be, which is definitely a scary thing.
There's often a disconnect in terms of looking at what you're doing in high school into even looking forward 3 or 4 years to think about how that actually might affect you. And I have the same issue with undergrads. First year of university, they're often deleting things and removing things from their Facebook and social media accounts. When you're in high school, you're not often career-minded. It's not the majority of kids. There's certainly a lot of students that are. So I think it's a tough sell sometimes. I think it has to be really explained in an important way, given a lot of rich examples. But I think ultimately it's a very positive message, and I think we'll do well.